Okay, so we're going to do two matches for drag racing. The first one is going to be between the Mustang and my Ford Focus RS. And then we're going to do the BMW M2 versus the Mach 1. So let's start first with the specs between the Mustang GT and my Ford Focus RS. The RS uses a 2.3-liter inline 4 turbocharged engine. It makes 350 brake horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. It is a 6-speed manual transmission. It is all-wheel drive with a curb weight of 4,340 pounds. The Ford Mustang GT, on the other hand, it's a 2024 model with a 5-liter V8 naturally aspirated, making 486 brake horsepower and 418 pound-feet of torque. It is a 6-speed manual transmission. It is rear-wheel drive with a curb weight of 3,933 pounds. Now, if you look at it this way, the Mustang makes more horsepower, but it's also heavier compared to the Ford Focus RS. The difference is I got an all-wheel drive system with the launch control that goes up to 5,000 RPM. So this is going to be an interesting one. Not sure how it's going to end, but let's just say it's going to be fun to watch. Are you a content creator who pours time and energy into producing informative talking videos? Well, imagine transforming those long videos into short, engaging clips that captivate a wider audience's interest. Introducing Filmora's Smart Short Clips, your AI-powered editing assistant. Here's how it works. Filmora's AI analyzes your dialogue, voiceover, and key moments, then automatically creates attention-grabbing short clips using professional templates. It even adds the perfect background music and sound effects to enhance your clips. You got a horizontal video? No problem. Filmora's AI instantly reframes it into vertical formats, adds dynamic subtitles, and keeps your content looking polished and professional. The Smart Short Clips features makes content repurposing effortless, more reach or engagement, and less editing. Why spend hours when AI can do it in seconds? And guess what? If there's some changes that you want to make to individual videos that AI has already generated, you can do that. All you have to do is select one of the videos and then you're able to edit, modify, change everything. There's so many settings that you can play around with this beautiful software. You can also do this on your phone. Currently, I'm using my MacBook because that's where I do most of my work. But you can also use it based on their software for iOS or Android. Look at this, all in one place. Try Filmora today. Click in the link in the bio or in the description below and start creating viral clips now. 3, 2, 1, go. On a road race, I have no hope whatsoever. He is gone on me. Damn. Okay, here we go. Come on, little focus. Come on, we can do it. He got me towards the end. Pretty much the same result, Alex. Like, you're just catching up to me towards the end. But that was fun. I gotta admit, that was actually a lot of fun.
Oh, it's great. It's like a science experiment. It's grip versus horsepower.
But you see, this is the thing, like, because you could do cars that are similar, but when you're like, I love the fact that you're just like catching up towards the end and catching up and catching up and catching. Meanwhile, I'm just like, come on, I'm trying to do this. But it was a lot closer than I expected, to be honest. Like, but again, just for the fun of it, like, I love it. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Thanks for having me, man. That was fun.
Okay, next up, we're going to do the BMW M2 versus Mach 1. That's going to be interesting. And I'm jumping into the M2 now. Next up is the BMW M2 versus the Ford Mustang Mach 1. The 2025 BMW M2 uses a 3-liter inline-6 twin-turbocharged engine. This year, it makes 473 brake horsepower, and the manual only gets 406 pound-feet of torque. With a rear-wheel drive, it is a curb weight of 3,745 pounds, of course, with a 6-speed manual transmission. Meanwhile, the Mach 1 uses a 5-liter V8 naturally aspirated, makes 480 brake horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. It uses a 6-speed manual transmission. It is rear-wheel drive with a curb weight of 3,844 pounds. First thing we're going to do is the roll race and then the drag race. Let's roll. Okay, Kyle, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, when I say 3, 2, 1, go and go, we go. We're going to do 80 kilometers. We're going to try to get an 80. You just follow me. Don't worry about the speedometer. We go head to head, but we're just going to launch a little bit faster to get it to 80. I'm assuming you're going to use first and then second gear, right?
I will be using second.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Jesus. It does not like when I do no lift shift. I was spinning like a maniac on this thing. That was actually like, that was pretty close and better than the first one.
Yeah, it hooked up a little better, but this car isn't going to do anything until summer comes around. I don't think so. I don't think it'll get any better.
I mean, honestly, like I'm spinning too like crazy. Like this thing, it's barely hooking as well. It's like, and even at launch control, I'm barely getting it to hook, which doesn't help with the first initial launch. But I'd say, is that probably the best that we can do?
Yeah, the only thing that I can even see this doing better would be rolling really slowly just to take out the clutch dump, but even then it might still spin.
Okay, let's just stop here for a second by the flag. Just remove the cameras, but yeah, I'll just end the video here. I mean, yeah, the thing is, like, I've got more horsepower than you do technically, and like, even though on paper they're supposed to be similar, but we know BMW, this makes at least feels like 530 for sure.
I was going to say, this is 473 horse. That's probably at the rear tires.
Yeah, so listen, for the you know, the comparison we're doing, like, this is not like the most fair comparison, but at the same time, we're here to have fun and see how things compare anyways. It doesn't really matter at this point. We just want to have some fun and also see how that goes. But I expected the M2 to win, but I thought you'd be a lot behind, which you didn't. You were actually closer on the drag race on the second one that we did. Like, that actually hooked a little bit better, but I was also spinning. So on a prepped area, this might be a lot different. And also today, it's not the highest temperature. We're expecting it to be higher, but it wasn't. But listen, I just wanted to say thank you for joining us, man.
No problem.
That was it, guys. The problem with the M2 generally is just like you don't have an actual no lift shift, so you have to make the engine do that for you, and it doesn't like that as much. And you could burn the clutch if you don't do it right. I know how to do it. I've kind of like trained myself here a few times, but it doesn't have technically a no lift shift, which is kind of shocking for a car that costs this much. It should have it because that Mach 1 has it, but you can find it in a lot of other vehicles, but this one doesn't. So you make your car think that you're doing that, then it will sort of adjust itself. You just got to be careful you burn the clutch. Other than that, they're just great cars. It was a lot of fun. Plus, I got to race my own Focus RS, which was also fun. But thanks for watching. Cheers.